Yo, 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 yo. Odie's calling me. My goodness. Gosh. Oh. We're live, by the way. We're live, Odie.
Hello.
Yo. Okay.
I was late. I was mourning the Pope, as I do.
I see that on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I don't actually care, but
Yeah.
I think it might be a bad omen. That's all I'm afraid of.
No,
Like,
no, no.
it was like I'm not sure if you heard, but there was like talk about an Elder Scrolls Oblivion remaster dropping today.
Ooh.
But then I woke up in the morning, and then the Pope died, and then it wasn't released today, and now Nuclear Vikings play. I'm afraid, Mike. I think it's all bad news today. Like, I need some hope. How do the Nuclear Vikings split back? Like, what kind of strategy do they need to win? Because I don't know. I've given up hope.
How can you give up hope already? I'm in the lobby.
Oh, because
I
the
believe
Pope
in this.
died, and then after that, everything was shit.
No.
I only lost in solo queue today. I haven't won like a single game.
It's all good.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. Of course I am.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Now, I do some insider info. Yesterday, the support of Nuclear Vikings was not incredibly optimistic. But he is also a bit of a worrywart sometimes. So,
I mean, these guys are the opponents. 5v45 are looking like the favorites to win the whole thing.
They are up there. Have you seen the player rankings?
I saw this one guy on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah.
I've got to actually shout out his name because he seems like a pretty cool guy. Seems like the GOAT. W King.
I mean, he is a cool guy, except for the fact that he put my support, who is also supporting the Vikings, like second lowest. So he's obviously wrong and an idiot.
Yeah,
but he could be a nice guy.
I'm sure he's a swell dude. I think so. I won't go as far as calling him an idiot, but you know what?
I mean, sometimes it is what it is.
Blah. I'm tweeting that I'm live. Is that crazy?
Oh my! You're also gonna post on LinkedIn?
Do people do that?
I don't fucking know. I mean, I know this Finlo guy yaps on there all the time.
It says that I'm still. Is the title right, Snag? Is this the right title? Okay. Ooh. 5v45. Gosh. I'm disappointed it's a best of one, honestly. Because, win or lose.
It's just best of one.
I'm going to say, yeah. It's the first week of the
That's cringe.
I'm bored out here.
Yeah.
Full match. Single round robin best of one. They're getting the best guys out of the way first, you know?
Yeah, there's something.
I'm always ready for draft. You kidding me?
Are we ready for draft?
There's like 4 other guys in there. Fake please.
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's still interest in this game? It makes sense.
I'm always ready. Saying that, here's blind pick.
I have heard though. I mean, I'm not sure how much knowledge you have about this Nuclear Vikings team.
Oh.
What the fuck was that?
He says, do I need to be in the lobby?
Well.
Maybe, maybe I'm not ready.
You're not ready?
Maybe we don't get drafted. But that's fine. Honestly, it's whatever.
Draft? I mean,
We're chilling. We're here for the gameplay. Oh, he sent me a draft lol. And let's hear the goat.
the goat. That's always my goat.
See, S tier to F tier.
I wanna
bot
play
lanes
on-
wouldn't send anything.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play on a team with the guy once.
That'd be sick. Maybe he subs in. Snaggle takes a little vacay. You know, Bosh. Draft is up.
Big.
We're going in for it. I'm gonna need some goated analysis from chat and.
I need a league friend, or I need a speaker.
Boom, boom, boom. Odie, Bosh, Bish, Bong, Bang, Bing, Stream.
Oh my! The Bing Bong Bang Bish Bosh.
Bing, boom, and I'll go live on the league plan so you can watch too, and we're off. We're away.
Oh my! I mean, we already see
go.
these bands are okay. So obviously, first the Zack band classic. David Zack is the most feared thing on the planet. But the bands of Nuclear Vikings. I mean, they would suggest that the enemy on 5v45 do have a very strong jungler who plays a bit of AD stuff. I mean, Pantheon is an OP champion currently. I will agree, he's quite strong in the jungle. First pick Gwen on Nuclear Vikings. I mean, talking about an OP champion, very good pick, especially if they're jungler played as well. Flex makes sense. I'm not sure what the counter pick is on it from a 5v45. They might even just blind something. They you know, can blind mid, can go bot lane if they have a priority pick. Maybe Varus, that is a high prio these days.
I'm excited.
But as Gwen can go top and jungle, obviously, which is quite scary. So if you just blind it, you know, a solid counter here, it might be rough. Well, they do blind Sejuani. I imagine this makes this Gwen go jungle if it can. I mean, they don't have to choose yet, obviously, but we'll see. I imagine they can go mid with it. They can go something like Yone with it if they really want. That is a pretty good pairing. They could also, this Sejuani could be a flex as well, right? Sejuani top is not something unheard of. However, I'm not sure if you want to pick it into Gwen. That seems a bit iffy.
Yeah, I don't feel too confident about that one. And already
there is the Yone,
that's where
very solid combo. And now Gwen, obviously, I imagine with this now you need to make a choice, right? If you go Gwen jungle, it's hard to get a winning 2v2 out of mid, especially because Pantheon is already banned. That would be a really good pick here with the Gwen. If Gwen jungle was banned, so it's harder. You would need an 80 mid. If it is Gwen jungle, that it means something like Trist, but then your 2v2 is losing. So here is the Trist anyway. This, you know, signifies that I imagine it is a flex. But Trist into Yone is good on its own. However, I would prefer if this Gwen goes top in this case and you pick a stronger jungler. We don't know yet. Trist Varus, Tristana mid, they, you know, force that, we know it for sure. Now, again, we also are not 100% sure this Yone is mid either. I think 5v45 can go, you know, they do still have flex choices if they are able to play them. They don't need to, though. They can just get good lanes. I think the Trist into Yone matchup is good for Trist, but it's not like that hard for Yone. I think the Sejuani into Gwen, it's fine if you just kind of ignore the Gwen a bit, right? If you just don't like fight on stuff early, you should be fine. I think Gwen invading is not that easy. Kai'Sa into Varus, I imagine it's a bit of a Varus favorite matchup, but it's not like a kill threat, right? I mean, both of these laners kind of want to chill, even if it is poke Varus, which I'm not sure he will go. He's not going to be that strong early. So,
my God.
yeah, first phase done.
First
going through
phase
some stuff.
done. Both got
Now,
some flexes.
knowing the players on Nuclear Vikings, I know for a fact that David, their support, does like a counter pick support. If he could, he does appreciate that. So I think they would hope that 5v45 picks support now instead of mid. Not sure. I mean, obviously a lot of supports are going out, especially engaged supports, because 5v45 does recognize that, hey, Nuclear Vikings probably needs an engaged support. Something like this Nautilus, something like this Iona. So I think, that's the reason why they're banning stuff like that. Also, Brown would obviously have been a kind of turbo pick into Tristana Varus Gwen. But,
Emilio.
Okay, so they're forcing him into it. I imagine there is a universe where if 5v45 picks top air, they will answer, Nuclear Vikings can answer something like Nautilus and a good matchup top lane. They could also go support, maybe 5v45 goes Nautilus themselves, but then I would imagine Nuclear Vikings answers with an Alistar. Or 5v45 could go the Alistar, and then, where do we go then? We'll see.
Got 15 seconds on this pick. No hovers yet.
If I was them, I would pick support here. Most likely. Except if you really want like a hard winning bot, but then I'm not sure where you pick Kai'Sa. Yeah, okay. You pick support, Rakan. This might be a bait for Nuclear Vikings to pick the Poppy. I mean, it's obviously good into Rakan, it's good into Yon, it's good into Sejuani. I do see it, but I don't like it that much with their own comp. I feel like they may need something more engagey.
Yeah, they really want.
You can also try to get that from top lane, but then if you blind an Ornn here, that can get counted quite hard.
Yeah. I think really the engaged support, like you were saying, Leon is still open, Nautilus is still there, Ali's still up, Nautilus.
It is.
I'm gonna be confused because I'm gonna see David, and I'm gonna want to say Snaggle, but it's Alessio. I'm gonna be a little bit confused.
It's fine.
I feel it.
It's fine. I mean, you'll see it in the gameplay.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Now, top. This is interesting because now they need to make the choice. Hey, I would want Gwen top here, most preferably. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's best. It could be Gwen jungle, but that means it is Gwen jungle. Okay, and their top lane is blinding. I mean, it kind of makes sense where you go Renekton, right? You need preferably you get something AD, something that can engage a bit. But I do think their front line is a bit weak.
Yeah.
Especially into this Kai'Sa, it might be hard to kill her. Although they do have a lot of damage with this Tristana Varus Gwen. What do they counterpick into the Renekton? I mean, there are so many options. Like, if you just get a good side laning matchup, something like an Urgot. You can also go Aatrox.
Even more
I think there are a lot of options into this champion.
Thoughts?
Okay, so finish draft. Aatrox pick into this Renekton.
I need to do my job. I'm gonna do some drafts. Shoot. Oh. You guys 2-0'd, right, yesterday? Oh my goodness.
We 2-0'd, yes.
I need to choose that outcome. Whoops. I did not do that last night.
It's interesting because you would argue that, from a Gwen's perspective, which they B1, it's not a bad draft to play into, right? There's a lot of melees, and the range that are there are very short ranged. So this Gwen is relatively happy. I do think that with this Tristana Varus and being the Gwen jungle, it's kind of hard for them to play around the mid. So they probably have to just isolate that, while I think Sejuani and Yon can play around mid quite easily, especially post 6. I imagine Gwen's going to look top and bot a lot. There is setup with Renekton, with the Nautilus, especially post 6 as well with the Varus ult, right? They can play around that. If this Gwen gets really strong, the game will be really easy to play, especially later on, because I think Tristana can side lane into Aatrox if she needs to, relatively easy. And this Gwen, if she's strong, will be such a teamfight menace that, objectives will be easy. Well, I think from 5v45, they have a lot of big potential in every lane. I think, this Sejuani-Yon combo is quite strong, and they can really look on people really easy. I think Kai'Sa can scale well, can go AP later on and be a menace from poke, Salt engage with Rakan, and I'm not exactly sure about the Aatrox into the Renekton. I think it's a winning matchup, but this champion, Aatrox champion, on some people it looks Omega OP, on some people it looks turbo useless. I have no idea. I mean, it's the classic R5 counter pick, we'll see how it goes. I think generally, I prefer 5v45 draft, but not by that much. I just think that later on it's going to be relatively hard for Nuclear Vikings to engage well. I think it's really easy for 5v45 to engage. I think they scale, Nuclear Vikings do scale better, but it's just harder for them to execute their scaling. And I really think that maybe this Tristana is going to die a lot. I think this Sejuani can look really easy, and I think the Gwen, it's hard for her to counter. Gank it. That's how I see it. I'm not exactly sure about like the bot lane and top lane matchups. I imagine top lane is losing a bit for Nuclear Vikings. Bot lane, I think, is winning for them. I'm not exactly sure. I think it is. But we'll see.
Frick.
We'll see.
I tried to get the overlay working. My goodness. Odie, you are insane. We've still got 3 minutes. I tried to sort things out behind the scenes. It sounds like a crazy one.
This is gonna be
so you're
one.
saying you're preferring 5v45's draft? I heard that. And the...
Yes, I think mostly because in my eyes, it is easier to execute. And I think...
definitely.
Like, it's not by any means impossible for Nuclear Vikings to win, but I just... How I see it is, right, it's like this Sejuani, if she just doesn't get, like, killed by Gwen a couple times early and she just gets her level 6 and can chillax a bit. Team fights are relatively easy for them to execute. I think they can look on side lane very easy, especially if like Yone side lane with Sejuani. It's hard for Renekton and Tristana to answer this alone. They need help. If not, with this help, they don't think that's enough. So they need 3 people on side lane, which means that 5v45 can do something on the opposite side of the map. Later on, I imagine Kai'Sa's going to go AP. Super annoying, right? Like a lot of poke. I think they have solid engage with Sejuani. I think they just have a solid team comp. I think Nuclear Vikings have everything they need to win, but it's not as easy to fit it all together.
Difficult,
Obviously, they can look easy with the Nautilus Renekton. It's like they have a lot of power there. I do think, especially early on, if they hook, later on as well, if they hook someone, they can easily one-shot them. Right, you have a Tristana, you have a Gwen, you have a Varus, you have a Renekton. If you get one good pick, they can kill them really easy. It's just that I think that's also the case for 5v45, and it might be a bit easier for them to do so with the Sejuani. And I think the moment when one of the like frontliners dies for Nuclear Vikings, it kind of falls apart. Because if this Renekton dies, if this Nautilus dies, it's so easy for this Yone, for this Rakan, to just jump on the fire Tristana, and then the only hope that they have is that the Gwen kind of cleans up, in my eyes.
Oh my goodness.
However, we are talking about quite a high elo game, right? So we've seen some Varuses in our life pop off. I've seen Alessio do it before. I think if there's an ADC that I know that I would be confident in to position very well and make sure he doesn't die in fights where he can, it would be him. So who knows? I mean,
I believe in this B tier bot lane. I think I'm their biggest fan. I think it's a close horse race, you know. It's a tight one. I think all of us are here for it. Definitely not biased.
I mean, I'm excited. This will be it. I think regardless, it'll be kind of a my fear is it'll be a bit of a stomp from one side. I don't hope so, but we'll see. But I think regardless, it should be kind of a banger, most likely.
Of course. I'm here for the banger. Oof. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to focus up. We're loading in. I've just slapped my face on stream. Boom. Sure, I've got this all right. It's only a best of one. I'm disappointed it's a best of one, dude.
Yeah,
I thought it's like a best of 3. Like, everything's fearless best of 3. I mean, this is just.
I mean, regardless, I think no matter what team wins, we don't actually. I mean, if it's a super stomp, maybe we'll see it. But it's hard to judge the skill levels of these teams from a best of 1, right? Like someone could just have a banger game, or someone could have a bad game, and it's like, I mean, it is what it is.
That's always the thing with best of 1s.
Yep.
People believe, agree that Nuke won draft. Yeesh. That's where you'll go. Can you see the game? We're loading.
I can definitely see the game.
0%.
I mean, we already see some stuff, right? I mean, we see Varus going poke Varus. I imagine part of this is because it's like I said. I think it's very hard for him to hit in late game fights, so he can just take range now and poke. We see Kai'Sa. I mean, Kai'Sa will obviously, I imagine, go on it into some more AP items later on. I think Yone with the fleet instead of the lethal tempo. Probably he's scared of having a hard lane and wants to have HP. So you know, he can fight if need be, just some sustain, make sure he doesn't die.
I'll be honest,
Like
I
said,
thought
I'm
you
not
were
sure if
going
there's
to go
anything
that.
special, but
You remember when you played into Lysandra? I thought you would go Fleet.
I think it's not that necessary if you play it well anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be better, but Fleet got nerfed quite a bit, especially with because of the ADC's mid, if you remember.
Yeah, of course.
And I think just the tempo value later on is quite high.
30
Of
seconds
course.
until minions
You're missing out
spawn.
on so much damage then, aren't you?
It's yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you just take Fleet so you can not die early
Yeah.
with him. Like later on, you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna go lifesteal early anyway, so it's like
Yeah, and you might
this
have a
is
shield
just to make
though?
sure he doesn't die before his like first item.
Okay.
Doesn't get bullied out.
Let's do this. Poke barrows. Ignite even as well on Brownie Dash. So much more defensive on the side of 5v45 with the cleanse and the heal. They're not looking to fight too much early on in this laning phase. Even honestly, Josh
we also
Kang.
see this. Yeah,
My
I was about
goat.
to say we do see Josh Kang with the ghost as well. Now this is not abnormal, but it does, you know, provide less tools for escape. We'll see how much it's going to matter in this game.
It's not going to matter because Josh Kang is just going to run them down and murder them before they even know it. Honestly. Oh. I am absolutely buzzing. Honestly. I'm seeing nuke Alessio. And I'm so here for it.
Oh. And just Brownie Dash, like hello.
Come on, man. Same with healing.
Yeah, I still think he needs a better idea, I'll be honest. I mean,
I don't know how this is
winning. Like, they're doing good work.
They're doing bits. It looks like even in the top side as well, he's going to hit that level 2.
Yeah, I imagine this isn't that great of a match for Aatrox early on. But I think when he gets like a good component and like a couple levels, it's going to be easier for him to trade.
Even spot lane gets pushed.
Get pushed.
Oh my goodness.
This is the value of the Varus early with His EPOP is annoying and hard to dodge. They got a good ward, they should know where Sejuani is.
Doing bits. Early on. Ooh. As I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Bosh. We're in for it. Getting in that. Ooh, that doesn't look fun up in top. I'm just looking at that CS. But nothing too crazy.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. It's fine.
Like a
Catching
couple
the
CS
wave.
down, a
Just
couple
little
waves,
bit.
it's like whatever.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't stay like that. It's all good. Throwing out the bomb. Does it get the full proc? No.
I mean, it didn't even W, it's a good trick. But it's like you're playing against Fleet and you play against second wind, he might have second wind as well. And like,
work,
you know,
second wind, Doran's shield.
yeah, it's a bit like, I don't think he's gonna die.
No, definitely not.
Except if you get a gank.
I mean, I'm hoping for a skull fight, but it looks like I'm not going to get one. Gonna watch some early trading up in this top side.
No, I
Has the
imagine, I mean,
W.
this is obviously
Conqueror's fully
a choice for them, right?
They're healing.
With trading on top there. But being the Sejuani, I would not want to meet this Gwen right now. Like, it's
Oh my
just...
god, he's slicing dicing in, has the full W as well. Flashing. Okay. That's alright.
I mean, in his defense, the flash looked kind of ins, but Finland should have flashed on him a bit. Like, I think that's the only way how he fixes his lane a bit, except with the base speeding, which he's going to do now, but maybe he predicted it. Who knows?
Ooh, Seju's here. Maybe helping to push this in.
Yeah, makes life easier.
Ooh. I'm chomping at the bit for some more action. This seems very tame.
I'm not sure they want some action early. I mean, look, I do think that this Gwen wants to be ahead, but they like Nuclear Vikings team just want to chill a bit, get some items, small CS lead. I mean, look, the bot CS lead is already kind of nice. Mid's chilling as well.
I'm glad you're here then, because otherwise I'd be running out of things to say. Dredgeline does land on it, fully charged Q, even hits. My goated bot lane. That's a beat it bot lane.
Now, there's going to be a choice made soon, though. The grubs are spawning relatively soon. I think both teams would like these grubs.
Yeah.
Are they gonna fight for it? Are people gonna swap? I think if people don't
Ooh,
swap,
oh no, Ealing.
Ay, that's not how the lane should go.
That's not how it should go. Full charge. Look at this. Slicing, dicing out there. The Qs do land though. Does he get the Q3? He does on his head. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised Shook stayed around. Just assuming that's how you say that. Nuke stomp this. Nuke stomp this. Come on. Slicing inward. Has the dice. Boss is out the flash. That's big. Okay. And it looks like OG.
For the is starting the Drake. I do think the Nuclear Vikings do want these scrubs if they can get them. They haven't really set up for it, but I think if no one swaps, I was about to say, I do think Nuclear Vikings has a stronger timer for them.
Oh no.
Brownie Dash?
Brownie Dash is good.
I should be fine. I mean, Schlug is winning quite. It's like the thing I think at all. He seems to be winning.
Yeah.
Seems to be chillaxing. I mean, are they? I imagine Gwen should run to the groups right now. Yeah, and Tristana might give some division. Now, we did see Young base CP, and he does have his bootsies, which is quite a bit of a power spike for that guy. If they want to, I think 5v45 could fight it, but I don't think they should.
Give us this one. Fight us on the next one. How's that? Solemn Bound going in, even the W on the head, getting the fully charged E bomb from Tristana.
Yeah, and these trades are just better for Young with this setup, right? With the feet, with the shield. It's like this Tristana just kind of seems to be bleeding a bit. HP wise, at least.
We are seeing it, slicing and dicing around. Getting the W. That's the push. I feel like these scrubs absolutely free.
Yeah.
This work. Good for Nuke.
Now, the Sejuani is 6 though, which the Gwen is not. I mean, it's going to take some time. So, you know, we'll see how that matters.
Wakanda's even sticking around. They're forcing it into this topside jungle. Just gonna apply some pressure. I think they even stole that Skull Crab as well with the smite.
There you go.
From jungle. Jungle in jungle. Can't go wrong with that name, can you?
Yeah, I mean, or you could.
Mm.
Like, the less junglers I have in my game, the better.
I'm curious when ooh, Young walking in, just W. Brownie Dash is here, walking in through the bush. The Q2 from you out there. Stretch line doesn't land, but forces him back. Hopefully helps get this push in. Full Brownie Dash. There we go. Nothing. No kills yet. Trading of objectives. Slowly scaling. Who do you favor?
Scaling ones?
Later, the later this game goes on.
I mean, I think.
I think it's.
I do think the Nuclear Vikings do skill better in theory, but I think later on, 5v45 is quite a lot easier to execute, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they can just look on Sejuani ults with Rakan. I think they're like way more straightforward, and their side laning might be a bit better because of this Yon Sigil combo. So it's hard to say.
It's a tough one. I guess thinking of Varus going poke, I think he's freed up because the Tristana's going, because the Tristana's in the game.
Yes.
Freed over to
I mean, you could do the doubt as well, but
yeah. We're seeing a fight in the spot side. Chain of Corruption does land onto the Rakan. This might be the first kill of the game, and it goes over to Alessio. Sejuani's here though. Jungle finds a good Glacial Prism. Up in this top side though, the fight is real. Who's gonna win this? It's just such an intense 1v1. Josh King's in the cage. He's locked down. It's a double kill for the Kaiser. Alessio's forced to flash. Winning a little bit up on this top side, and then a 2-for-1 in the bot side for the side of 5v4, 5.
yeah, I mean, Fluke is keeping him.
Oh my goodness, fate sealed over the wall onto Ealing. Blast the shot away.
I mean, there was a W nerf. You saw it there. But I think Shu's keeping them in the game quite a bit. I mean, obviously that fight bot looked good for Nuke, but he went a bit too far. Jungle counter ganked, and now 2 kills on this Kai'Sa. Bit of a problem. I also think this Sejuani, we see him going the Giants
Heart Steel, Giant Spell
No, she's not
build.
even, I think she's going Giant Spell build. I think she's going to go 4 of them.
Well, Heart Steel builds out of 2 Giant
We'll
Spells.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm liking this top side. Even has the Executioners? What is this build?
Executioner's calling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how much he's going to need it, because he looks to be winning without it regardless.
Yeah. I
He's
guess...
up quite a bit. I mean, for a counter match, it's not going too well for this Aatrox. I'm not sure if he knows how to play it.
I mean, yeah, I'm seeing McKeel even saying in the chat and Snaggle poking some fun, saying maybe you should have gone grass. Nice counter pick, buddy. nice R5.
Yeah.
I'm curious what else. They hovered Urgot, and I feel like they were maybe tempted to go the melee because of the Sedge. Rocking that E just that little bit quicker, slicing through, dicing back over, dodging out on those P3s. Seju's moving up though, this might be looking tough for Shuk. Dodges away from that second W, gotta just walk out, CC'd a little bit into the cage, bounced up from the Rakan. Can he slice and dice away, but the flash to follow. Pizza Warfare, 5v4-5, and onto the grubs. Nuke has 5, and I'm gonna say they might be happy with that. I can't quite remember what Riot changed with the grubs stacking. With this Jimmer when it was like 3 grubs, 4 grubs, 5 grubs, 6 grubs. What's the breakpoint? Oh, change of corruption! Wow, the killer's streak is in the air, but the top side, Josh Kang is gonna go on to the Aatrox. Alessio did solo bolo in the bot side though.
I mean, that's
my god.
Nice from Josh Kang and Alessio. I mean, this is like how they keep us in the game, right? I think this Gwen could, like you know, Snaggle said as well. This Gwen can carry it. I think it's a really nice game to play Gwen into. It's hard for, I think she's the hardest to kill from an enemy team. And especially with Alessio being strong now, they kind of need to force on him quite hard in fights, otherwise his focus is going to be such a nuisance. I think Gwen might have a lot of space because of it to kind of, you know, do her thing.
I'm feeling it. I'm starting to
Do
get...
the snip.
I'm starting to get excited on this one. I'm starting to believe. I was worrying with the scaling of this team comp, but it still is the early game. I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. Okay?
Talking about chickens, my grandmother got some new ones last week.
Awesome. I mean, just
Some chickens now.
Just get some chicken. I would love. That's
and the neighbor's got a turkey, like actual. Not to eat, but just in the garden. It's just like clocking around, I think.
A turkey? Is it like...
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe they're waiting for
Sunday mates, but it is
Christmas. Ooh. Nice big turkey. Oh ho ho.
Yeah.
Speaking
I don't think
of,
so though, because she's a vet, but...
okay. Maybe they're, you know, rehabilitation. Maybe I'm just hungry. I did go to Lidl and got myself some discounted gammon. That's slow cooking right now. And do you know who else is slow cooking? It's Alessio in this bot side. 2-0 with a bounty.
He's fast cooking, this guy.
Scaling up is new.
He was warmed up. He put the, you know, the preheat before the game. He's ready.
He's ready, and it's looking like we're going to get a little bit of a river fight. He's slicing in, getting the stun. Change the corruption is thrown out, landed on the jungle. Alessio pokes him out, chucks him, 2/3 HP.
I mean, we will miss this is a bit. Didn't get anything from this. Oh, Luke might need to like update it.
Oh, there it is, to the Dominus, the W to stun him up. The healing from Vinlard isn't going to be enough. Josh Kang's there, picks that one up.
I mean, this Vinlard guy, maybe he should like pick up a different champion. It's not really, doesn't like, I don't know.
Not the Aatrox. Jungle's here. That's the first turret though for Nuke. Gonna get the W to stun up Jungle. It's gonna try and walk this one out. Shug is kind of low, just 4 HP, but the healing is there. You see that from the empowered Q. Jungle's just walking out. I don't think there's got enough damage quite nest. Into the quickness though. The killer instinct is here. Now it's suddenly 3 members strong for the side of 5v4. But Alessio's on the back line. Can he find anything from the poke? Brownie Dash is first to fall though. Good collapse from 5v4-5, and they're looking for more. Alessio, he's got that bounty, and they want it. The smite even there to steal some of his move speed. Alessio gonna walk out. The E slow, the dodge away from the W, the flash, the W knock up from the Rakan. Alessio, he's under the turret, he's stunned. Is he gonna escape? The flashing from Hard Matthew though gets the shut down.
Oh, a very bad situation for near Vikings. I did get the tower, which is nice, but like this was not a great fight. This Kai'Sa is quite a bit of a problem, and it seems like on the side lane for this Tristana, it's also not doing too hot. She had to use flash earlier in a fight and ult as well. Now Yon did the same, but just TP back to save the tower, and Yon can move if he wants. I mean, obviously this one is a big power spec, right? I mean, he has his item and the boots. He's really strong now. This Kai'Sa in base might have like, I mean, I'm not sure.
Ooh, might have found Matthew chopping there. Come on, Shook in the shutdown. Let's go. Croc is hungry.
Like, he's smurfing. Like, I mean, he's part of like, well, he's keeping him in the game a bit with how hard he's winning this counter matchup.
Nom 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 nom. Had Kai'Sa for dinner. Ooh, decides not against it. I'll stay here for it. But I will say, jungle, 100% kill participation right now with those 6 assists. Doing really well for 5v45 in this matchup. Is there ever a point? Do you think there's a break point for this Tristana? She's like losing out a little bit on side. Is there ever a break point where she might start winning on side if it stays like this relatively even?
No, not if they're even in items. But I do think that, especially at 2 items, it's a bit of a skill matchup, kind of, right? If this Tristana can like full combo this Yon and dodge the ult, then I think she wins.
Ooh.
But it's easier for Yon to kill her than the other way around.
Uh-oh. As I'm talking about it, it's going to get collapsed on. It's a dive and this bot side into the quickness, charmed up, knocked up, W away the ult for it, but it might just be too little, too late, almost. Killing. Does he die?
Well,
does the Ricard die to minions?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
Such
God.
low HP, and he does full. Josh Kang's here. Brownie Dash is ready for it. Jungle. Just going to push him away for now. They're going to chase a little bit. Smite for an enhanced move speed. Popping the ultimate as well. No, the ultimate on the Kai'Sa as well. They're a little bit split. They're going to go to the jungle. Brownie Dash wants this Kai'Sa. It's going to force out the flash. Ooh. You got a bit too greedy. Going to try hard Matthew.
Is here now. And the Yon is on the way.
They turn onto the Drake instead. I guess they have that smart advantage. They can just take this one for free. Slows down the soul. My goat, Nazuma Forever, redeeming that first. We take those. We take those because it's the feats of warfare. We got those nice new boots. And no, Alessio, he's got his fresh crepes, but he's caught out. W knocked up and shut down. Killed. I don't think it was a shutdown, just killed by the mid laner. No idea how to say that. Brownie Dash is here. Running out on this top side is the Shook. Vin Lard. We're getting some action now. I was waiting for it in this early game. I just had to be patient. That's all it was. They're going to clear out this one, but the mid lane turret is a little bit low. Shook might be caught out by jungle. Going to slice and dice away, but he's still not just chained. CC'd by the E, but straight into the Dominus to keep him alive. Look at that healing. Oh, Odie. This feels incredibly close.
It is close.
Honestly.
I do think, however, this Kai'Sa is obviously quite a bit of a problem. And it might be hard for the nuclear Vikings to get on her. Maybe not. But it's not going to be easy, at least. Honestly, this Tristana is just like not that useful yet. Like, she needs way more time.
Yeah.
It is great. Or she needs some kills, something. But like the side lane just doesn't look
about
good for
Inju knocked up, forcing out the
That's what I'm
ultimate
saying, she has
again.
the ult again, and it's a bit. Maybe they can kill now? No. Yeah, I'm not sure this is changing. Now, luckily for them, the other side lane does seem to be winning, even though it's Shook, because it's counter matchup or whatever. The Shook is kind of smurfing it.
This mid laner is just aggressive, even finding Josh Kang.
Yeah.
Doing good damage in the spot side. Is this just going to be a full commit, a full 1v1? Is it going to be a single dingle for one of these guys? And it's winning for Shook. Aatrox forced out the ultimate as well. Josh Kang might fall to the mid laner. Oh my goodness, a little bit of a dive, and this bot lane fight is still going on, and the bot laners are here before 5v45.
Yeah, what I'm kind of afraid of is that this, they're talking about tipping point to champions, that Aatrox gonna hit a tipping point soon, where it's like harder and harder for this Renekton to match him inside. If that is the case, then they're just gonna have 2 losing side lanes, and it's easy for them to look. It's a bit rough. It's rough. But it's definitely not like lost at all. I think this Gwen is still in a good spot. Alessio is not weak. They can definitely look with Alessio and David in the mid lane.
We'll see how it goes. It looks like getting a little fight in this river. The dredge line is good, and even the ultimate forced out onto Kai'Sa. They're gonna first find jungle. He falls for this. Maybe it's a mid lane turret. Now that jungle is out there, they're throwing out the Rift Herald. I'm sorry, no Odie come again. It was last minute. Odie came in.
Yeah.
We will one day. I promise you. As soon as the overlay is fixed, we get an Odie cam.
Oh my god, he's drifting.
He's drifting
Oh,
into
well,
the
he
wall.
drifted into
Oh,
the wall.
Yon might be on the flank. The flash W from Rakan isn't there though. Josh Kang, does he put this 1v1? I don't think he does. Needles out there shooting them through the... My goodness, the ultimate before snapback.
Oh my god, one guy said W and he's dead.
Nope. It misses. Yeah, where are you shooting that
where's
one?
that going?
Oh, Vinland though.
Oh.
Ooh, just straight into the waiting arms of
It's
Vinland,
his
and he
saga.
falls.
Oh my.
That's the shutdown, and E-Link's on their lonesome flash Wing away to survive. Woo. Well, we got a question for you, Odie.
What champion is approved and within the standards? In this game, I think all of these players are disgusting and should be banned. That's what I think. Like,
Damn.
at the end of the day, I just like my little control mangey with a little stick that shoots like magic out of it, and you can just chillax for a while. That's what I appreciate in life. You know what a good champion is? Veigar. That's such a good champion.
True.
It's so sad that it's dog, but it's, you can sit there in your laney, you can cue the wave, and then 50 minutes later, suddenly you can one-shot God. It's like, you know, like I appreciate that design. You don't need to like do all this tryhard stuff with like, you know, flash ult combos or whatever.
Nah, it's just easy. Just a little guy with a stick, waddling around.
Yes.
Just throw out a cage.
No, but I have been playing quite a bit of Yone myself. I know it is disgusting. That champion is completely broken and not fair. But it's just, you know, at some point, even the biggest rebels have to kind of adapt.
And we're going to get a fight over on this Drake. It's going to be a full 5v5. Who's it going to fall burn? They're just engaging. Multiple ults coming out. It's first to fall. Who's it going to be? I can't tell if it's winning for Nuke. It's looking rough, though. And the Killer Instinct onto the backline. The Kai'Sa's there. He's trading right now. Jungle has fallen, and Josh Kang is still alive. Vinland's so low in this fight. E-Link W forwards. They're getting some of the resets, and it looks good for Nuke. They turn onto the Drake. Oh my goodness.
Wow, they won that. I think this guy's kind of into that fight quite a bit. It was a big fight for them.
They might look for more.
Yone's still alive.
All good.
Are they going to run to the Atakan? They would never, right? They're going to top tier 1 or base, I imagine.
They would never. Right? I mean, previously, as we were talking about champions, Alessio was able to just push him off that Atakan. Just with mere presence alone, shooting out a Q.
I thought that fight was going to be really bad because I felt like Kai'Sa just had time to hit on the front line, but she ulted in and then was going to use after that. I think Yone did not have that good of a sequence. It looked really good for the
It seemed like they got pushed
Viking.
back by something, yeah. I think that Fate Sealed.
Especially because now this Tristana suddenly is quite strong. I mean, 2 items. Don't see that much, especially because Kai'Sa almost is 3, but it is the IE. That hurts.
That's
Furthermore,
big.
I mean, I said as well, I think this Gwen is like, it's hard for them to kill this Gwen in fights.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, each of the rest is already dead, but if they aren't able to kill the back line, then this Gwen can kind of pop off as well.
Yeah, Alessio was a bit untouched. Healing as well. It was full HP by the end of that one. Baron is spawning. Just gonna reveal on the map. I feel like they won't go for it, but I've got to mention him as we see him through the river there. Healing might be caught out, taking a bit of a dangerous route. Gets the hop away, but they still want to engage on it, and he's gonna just insta-pop. 3-man knockup though from Alessio. TP coming in from Shun. They can't kill this Gwen. They're healing up. There's too much damage. The snip, 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 and Shook is on the backline. Josh Kang's looking for more, but he does fall for it. It's a 3v3. Brownie Dash is falling. Shook is diving in, trying to kill this Kaiser, but it's not enough. It's just Alessio versus 3. The snapback. It's all Alessio. Can he win this one? 1v2. Gets the Q snipe. He might just die to Baron. The E doesn't quite land. Oh my god.
He's giving
The Q, the snipe, he gets it. Oh, big gold for Alessio. It's just the ADCs alive.
I mean, these fights are so absurdly close. Like, I think, like Nuclear. I felt like Nuclear, like, was that they lost it and then they had it. They had a really good combo with this. You know, the Tristana could hit. I think the jungler also had a lot of time to hit. Use all ults on like 3 people. Had a big snip, snip, snip. They killed everybody for 4 v45. But afterwards, they turned it again. I mean, they just couldn't kill this Kai'Sa. That was the issue, right? It took them so long to kill this Kai'Sa, where they re-engaged again. Went too far. Kai'Sa instantly killed David on Briny Dash. And this Renekton also kind of got shredded by it.
Oh, Ealing, don't get caught again. Okay. I mean, it started out so good for 5v45, I feel. Maybe they used too many abilities on the Ealing, but they got that instant pop, and then it was just a 4v5.
I mean, I think the problem was they grouped up so much on this Gwen and on Alessio, and it just, the snip, 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 snip. It like, it hurt. Are they giving Tautokan?
Yeah, please. Please just give it. It's at 9k HP. 5v45 is going to be too late.
I mean, this is
Atakan.
It's really big.
Add the plants. Love that. As the sound effect is a little bit scuffed. Oh my lord. They don't. Ooh, but they might be caught resetting. Nuke. The TP coming in from Yona as well. Oh my goodness. Is this a Baron for an Atakan? It's at 10k HP. Falling fast. 8k. 5k now. I don't think Josh Kang can steal this one. He's charmed up into the quickness. Chains of Corruption lands onto Vinland. They might want this fight. Needles are out. Jungle is on Alessio, but he's all on his lonesome. Falls to Nuke. And they might not want to allow 5v45 to reset. They're looking for it. Josh Kang ease over the wall. Snip, snip into multiple members. The Fate Sealed only lands onto Brownie Dash. Ealing finds the shutdown onto the Kai'Sa. Buster shot back as well.
And kill. They were stuck into this Baron pit, but they weren't, apparently. I mean, Jonas sacrificed himself so he could get the rest of his team out. But then Josh Kang baited. He went too far, but had the, you know, the arm guard. The Sonja did. Baited. The Yone killed them. And can they end off of this? Is the question.
It's just Vinland. The jungle is spawning on Seju.
In 5, it might be risky, but they can definitely try it. There's only 15 seconds on an actual carry. No. They aren't though. They're basing in. Okay, makes sense.
I don't think
play it safe. I mean, you've been winning the last couple of fights, so you know, play it safe.
Yeah.
Go straight if you can.
Yes.
They should have like even more items now on the jungler and maybe even the mid laner.
Right. Sprinting onto this Drake.
Yeah,
Jungle's there.
Third item on the Gwen and has Sonja's again.
Ooh.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. And is the Tristana back in this match? Had the shutdown gold. Jungle's already on this.
It's not any stronger than that fight, so
6k HP. Have they snuck this one real fast? It looks like they have. Are they going to win this fight? Oh no, the smite from it. That's the sole point for Nuke. But is this fight going to be good for them? The Fate Sealed is onto Shook as well. The Kai'Sa's getting engaged on from Shook on this Crocodile. It's winning for Nuke. They're just winning the fight. Killing 3 members again. And Jungle's going to soon fall to Tristana.
That's
buffer.
That's it.
Is that game?
Yeah, it is. It has to be.
It has to be.
They have TPs. They can go mid.
They're
they can go top.
Up.
I mean, I think it's Kai'Sa again. She went way too deep for nothing. She died. She entered it. I mean, they were all the damage. I think this Yone, it's like a bit hard for them to play now.
This is a bit of a wild goose chase. Finds it now. Now she TPs.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, they're looking to end it. It's Yone. Kaiser up in 10. These turrets fall so fast. Rakan's here, but I think it's too little too late. They just have to hit the Nexus. And on week 1, day 1, Nuke, take it. Get in.
Holy, what a game.
On,
I mean, it was a
holy.
game close all the way through.
Woo. What a banger.
I feel like if
Damn.
Matthew was trying a bit harder, I mean, these fights were so close. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel that even 5v45 wasn't a good spot for these fights. Just Nuclear Vikings played them better. I mean, it's just that simple.
Oh my
They execute them
lord.
better, had better target priority. I think their comps were probably better in fights. They felt less lost. Well executed, and they won it because of it. Well
Boom.
deserved.
Deserved. And I mean, big shout out to Josh Kang as well on that Gwen. Oof, what a team. My goodness, and Shook winning out. My lord, what a treat.
I'm so sad to be a one though.
I was
Imagine.
actually. Is there anything? What else can we do? Any scrims? Any Phoenix League? Anybody playing? Dunno.
I mean, there might be a game going, but we're not scrimming today, brother.
Oh damn. True. I need to find the master sheet. I might. Oh. Once the secret is revealed. Oh my goodness. Damn well. I think I'm gonna see if there's anything. Or
Yeah.
later on. It might not be tonight.
I mean, if this is the start of the UKEL Division 2, then I mean, I'm not fair. I want to see how like the later games later on will be. This was kind of a prop up already. Imagine finals. Holy.
Ooh. Holy, is it? I want more bang. I'm here. I might be here every week. I think I will be.
I mean, we have for people who don't know the schedule, the default days for UKEL are Monday and Thursday every week.
Ooh.
So there's gonna be a lot of. Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
So there's gonna be a lot of content these weeks. Now I'm not sure exactly when the BO1s will end because we all want to see them end. Fucking BO1 haters. We'll have to check in. Maybe Sniffle knows this.
Is this beta, Alessio says? ADT support. Is this? I love it. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this is kind of disgusting. It was a beautiful and disgusting at the same time.
Actually, had a blast.
Exactly the type of stuff you want to see. Like, honestly, this feels... I'll be honest, this feels higher quality than LEC. But that's not a standard anymore, is it? That's like, you know, what isn't higher than LEC at these, you know, this point.
That was good. I don't think there is much else going on for today. Maybe a crazy repo stream. Maybe maybe that's just it. I'm disappointed it's the best of one.
Yeah.
Oh, incredible stuff. I think that is the end of the stream. Oh wait, no. Before we end, we need to do an MVP vote. I forgot to do it on the stream last time. A quick poll. Stick around, please, people. Vote in this poll real quick. Who do you think was the MVP for Nuclear Vikings? As I'm going to try my best to get these names down real quick. MVP poll. Can't forget it. I cannot forget it. It was Shook. I think so. On the Renekton. Can't forget that one. And Josh Kang snipping way through 5v45 and Ealing scaling up on this Tristana, trying to smoke him in the side lane. And Alessio, ooh, sniping on this Varus and Brownie dashes. Incredible dread blinds as well. Do I allow additional votes? Thoughts, Odie? For a little bit extra points?
I mean, you can, but there's no one else to give them to, you know?
Well, you can spend the points, channel points,
I'm
for
down.
additional votes. How much for an additional vote?
I
Wants to
mean,
be charged.
okay, let me put it this way. I have 15k channel points. So I think, at least like, what do we do? Like 500 per?
Boom, I'm here for it. 500. 500 for an additional vote. If you believe that the vote is going the wrong way, throw it out there. There we go. The poll is created. Who is the MVP for Nuke? Drop it in. Shout them out. I'm leveling up the stream. I will try and think of something. Nuke's getting 2 of the vote, 4 of the votes already. Boom, what a beast. Hey, we don't need additional votes. It's looking like the Crocodile King in the
out of my
top
vote.
side. Let's go. How could I not? Do you want?
I don't have 15k points anymore. Let's see what happened.
I love that. What happened?
I don't know. I had a bit of a drunken stupor,
There's not even that many in the
That's what
chat.
happened.
This feels rigged.
I mean, hey, I don't know.
Oil Prince Odie came in with all his points. Spent it all.
Nah, I think realistically it's between Shuk, Josh Kang, and Alessio.
Definitely.
Now, my GOAT
honestly.
is the GOAT, but he did not smurf it like super hard this game. He did his job, but didn't want to win. I think
It's so
Alessio
good.
obviously, like won bot lane. They won bot lane together. Played really solidly. Like played fights really cleanly, slow, steady. Didn't die, that much, if at all. I'm not sure if he even had a death. Just like did his job very, very cleanly. To expectation, they had a good lane. I think Shuk obviously kind of smurfed it regardless. Like he had a bad lane. He got counterpicked by traditionally, I think, good matchup for him.
Yeah.
He smurfed it all the way through. Played really well fights later on. Was hard to kill. Got good engage, got good re-engage. Was really strong. And I think Josh Kang, now his early wasn't that solid. It took him a bit of time to really get up there. But his presence in late game fights, his presence for stealing objectives as well, was huge this game. And I think that even if Alessio and maybe Shuk were a bit weaker, he could have carried himself.
Definitely.
So there you go.
I concur. I mean, that's the nature of Gwen, I feel like. Early on, you're not going to do too much, but as soon as you start getting some items, some levels down, you're absolutely smurfing it. All of them ending on 16 as well. I think that's thanks to the Atakan. And Shook, absolutely 1v1ing. Solo Bolo as well from Alessio, I can't forget that. I wish the directed cam stuck around for that one. Holy. I mean, we already know what was happening. We saw the change of corruption land.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I think this is going to be a fun tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like Odie contributed 4,500 channel points to make sure there wasn't a question. There was no doubt. It was Shuk MVP vote.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. This is
love
the
it.
power if you can.
If you give me the option.
I
You know,
set
it
the
used to
rules.
be
I'll
like-
abuse them.
Yeah. It used to be like 10 channel points, additional votes. I feel like
imagine
that
how
brings
many
the
I could have
madness.
gone then.
Yeah, that would have been absolute madness. But there we go. We officially have named Shook MVP. Woo. Bosh. I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everyone.
Yeah,
Thanks
GGs.
Odie.
I mean, we do expect all of you back here on Thursday for game 2.
Yeah, everyone.
So we'll
game
see you
two
then.
Thursday.
It's soon.
I hope so. I appreciate that. Please. And if there's a game, it seems like a lot of Phoenix League default days are being used this week. But if there's any other games, I might try and stream it. It won't just be Legion and Astronauts. Fingers crossed, you never know.
For your information, astronauts wise, we might be scrimming once with the sub, but our jungler is in Germany. So we will be playing on default day with him
Yes.
playing from a hotel.
So my plan.
If it's like Doxit, it's we might need to sub.
Well,
So, but we probably won't be scrimming, or maybe we will once. We'll see.
okay. But so you'll be around to gas maybe if I'm like.
Ah, I'm like around the cast all day.
One more thing. So the plan for the default day, which is Sunday, right?
Yep.
So the plan is, if Legion have to do default day as well, it's gonna be a long banger day, and I'm gonna stream the Legion one into the send me the replay files, no spoilers, cast replay of your guys' games if it's default day, which is looking like it's going to be, but they still need to confirm.
I mean, sure.
So it's gonna be a long Saturday.
I'm not sure if I
Sunday
can join.
stream.
I'll, be having to play, but
I mean, you can't cast your own gameplay that you just played in. That's just crazy. Unless you really want to look like some Mega Mind, predicting every step.
I mean,
of the
I
way.
have been predicting drafts a bit these days, so
You smurfed it on this draft. Give it a go.
it's a bit obvious these days. I feel like the same champions are being drafted over and over again.
It's been a bit of a soul.
I mean, there's nothing like fundamentally wrong with that or anything. But...
No. It just happens, doesn't matter. Can't wait for the next patch. Right. Gonna call it there. Thank you all.
Bye-bye,
Stick around
everyone.
Thursday,
Bye-bye.
Sunday. If there's a stream, drop a follow. I'll try and post it anywhere. And we'll get one last piss off Grace VTuber 916. I'm not following you on Twitter just because you apparently followed me. That is goodbye. I'm ending the stream. Thank you, Odie. You're the goat. I'm gonna deafen mute. Peace out, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye.